Is it that our phone is listening to us or someone is somewhere spying on us? Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Kofima. Today I am here with something so interesting. The question that most people keep asking me after the very video that I did on if your phone is listening to you is that people still do not understand whether truly that their phone is spying on them or not, because there's been times where they start having conversations outside the door about things, then they end up on Facebook or Instagram, TikTok, and other social medias. Then they get to see exactly things related to what they were speaking about or has something to do with whatever it was that they were speaking about. So today I am going to show you something more interesting that you never knew. Let's get started. So this is what normally happens to us. I mean, my Ghanaian colleagues, my friends, my family, Ghana for that, I don't know, you get that thing. Normally, when we download applications, we want to install them on our phones. In the course of installation or having the app installed on our phones, we get to see some permissions and pop-ups asking us to either allow or deny access. Sometimes we hardly read some of these things because it's not our first time trying to install an application, and we always know that that is the process. Just tap allow, allow, then make sure that the app is ready to be used. Is it that we have been making some mistakes in the course of application installations? So this is one of the interesting part of this video. Every one of us do download applications from the Play Store, sometimes from outside the store, especially for people using platforms like Android. You can download .apk bin applications outside your store and still install it on your device. Mostly after we are done installing programs and we want to launch the application or open it, in the course of onboarding, we are being asked of allow. We hardly read about some of these things, and only what we are interested in is tapping on allow. The reason mostly being that it's not our very first time that we are installing application, and it has been something that we randomly almost do every day. So it feels like it's normal for you to just tap on allow to be able to finish up with the process and have the application in shape or start using it. That is where mostly we end up making the mistakes. Most of the applications that we install on our phone, applications like ride-hailing application, Bolt, Yango, and other ones, will definitely ask you to allow your location because the app will need the location for it to function very well. Other applications may ask you to allow your microphone access. Others may ask you to even allow your photos, videos, camera access, and also sometimes you are being asked to allow your call logs and also SMS. That is where mostly the problem is. So this is it. I am going to show you step by step how you are going to make sure that you are not allowing all these things, so that the next moment you on your phone, it will be like someone is sitting somewhere listening to your conversations, or someone is somewhere having access to the conversations that you have. So the first one is, anytime you install an application and you are opening, please make sure that you take few moments to read anything before you accept or deny. It is very important, because if you don't read to understand the kind of permissions the app is requesting that you grant, you may end up sending or opening up to the app taking some information from you that may make you feel that your app or your phone is spying on you. The funny thing is, most of us too, we have already allowed these applications to access all these data, and it is not something that we are about installing. So we say, okay, then I'm going to make sure I don't do that again. Already you've installed the app, and I'm going to show you step-by-step instructions on how we will end up removing such applications or permissions from apps that they may not need certain permissions that we granted. So what we have to first do is to make sure that we have our Android phone. I am using the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. I wouldn't know the phone that you are using, but once it is an Android, please make sure that you follow this simple steps, and you can do exactly and make sure that your app is no more listening to you or recording you secretly. So what you have to do is to go to settings on your phone. Once you enter the settings, you scroll down till you see security and privacy. Okay, so here I have mine here. I'll go into the security and privacy. Here we have a couple of things. It depends on the phone that you are using. That would tell the kind of things you are probably going to see here, but it is always more kind of similar. Okay, so here I will scroll down, and I will scroll down, trying to see what I want to access. So I'll go to privacy. Okay, all right, so once I get to privacy, there are other couple of things here too. I'm going to the permission manager. So immediately you enter the permission manager, this is what is going to happen. You are going to see a lot of things in here. We have the body sensors, permission manager, I mean call logs and all that. Then we have things like location, microphone, music and audio, nearby devices, a lot. So I would go into the location first. So you could see that under the location we have 20, 30 of 70 applications, right? 30 of 70 applications. So I will just click on it, open it, and you could see that all these applications in here that I am seeing, I have allowed permission to my location. So this is what happens if you go through these apps and you think that there is an app that does not necessarily need your permission or access to allow, or that does not need permission to access your location, then you just have to tap on that particular application and make sure that you off it. Please note this: some applications may not work without granting them these permissions to, in as much as we are trying to make sure that we make our environment safe. There are some applications, just like I said, ride hailing app needs your location. Apps like Uber, Bolt, Yango, they need your location to be able to access the system. So once you take it off, it means that you cannot be able to use their system. So I'll go down. Application like Lightroom. Lightroom does not necessarily need anything concerning my location. I see it is minimal for me to allow location for Lightroom, because Lightroom, this is basically an app for editing my pictures and making sure that I work on aspect ratios and all that, some other features. So there is no pretty much need to allow location access to such an application. So with that, I can just go to do not allow or ask every time. Anytime you put it on the ask every time, it means that you are telling the system that I would wait till the time that you need, or maybe I'm doing something on the application that need that particular permission. Then you ask me, I will grant you anytime. So it means that every time you grant it, the next time you are using the app and it needs that permission, it is going to ask you again to either grant it. Okay, so I think that is what I normally use. But if you know that this application fully needs something like my location, then you can have it on what allow only when while using the app. Then we have the don't allow. So you can go to see all permissions, and you could see all the permissions that I have allowed here. I've allowed my camera, notifications, photos and videos. So you see photos and videos, I will be uploading, or I will be taking photos from the gallery into the app for editing. So I have to make sure that such a feature or such permission is always what granted. Sometimes I would want to directly take a shot from my camera and make sure that I edit it directly in the app. So such feature 2 is okay when I allow it to be on. So you get to see why it is important. You see my contact, it doesn't need to have access to my contact for anything, so you could see that not allowed. If I think my location too is not important, I can just go on and say do not what allow. It will automatically take it off. You can always update these settings anytime you need it. So that is for the location. Then when you go back to, you could see microphone. That one too, I have 40 of 75 applications that are using the microphone. So here is another thing that we need to take care of. Anytime you allow the microphone, it means that you are telling it that these applications here can access or use the microphone. So once you open or grant it access, there are some apps that runs on the background and maybe picking some of these things or conversations that you have. You may not know. It's not like it is spying on you, but it takes data and make sure that it uses it to build a profile about you, so that anytime you go on the internet and you are looking for something, sometimes you don't even have to look for it. It will fetch you those information because it feels like these are the things that you normally talk about, or these are the things you normally click on your phone and all that. That is how it happens, or it ends up that you open your browser, or even you go on Facebook and you see similar things that you spoke about in the course of the day, or maybe you normally talk about with friends on WhatsApp and all that. So this one too, you can choose to disallow applications from using your microphone and all that, then it is going to stop from that. Else you may end up just sending your photo to someone and they will end up even tracking down your location, where exactly you took that photo and all that, because once you allow your gallery to accept things like permissions like your photos in your location, it means that they can take access of that. Let's go to the camera and I'll show you one thing that most people do not know. So you send me your photo, I'll be able to extract some sensitive data from the photo, being the location you took it, the coordinate and all that. So when you open your camera and you go to settings, you could see that we have location tags. Okay, we have location tags. So anytime you allow these location tags, it says that add tags to your pictures and videos so you can see where they were taken. Immediately you do this and you send the photo to someone. Okay, it saves metadata of the photo, where you took it and every information about the photo. And it depends on what you are doing. If you don't need it, please make sure that these things, they are always off. Thank you for watching my video. I know you are going to subscribe to my channel. Please make sure that you share this channel with a friend, and also tell a friend to also tell a friend that there is something interesting going on here. I'm going to share more interesting stuff related to phones and the tech world with you going forward. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye.